It will be no surprise to families in the Blue Mountains and Hawkesbury that much of our region is considered a childcare desert. It's not true to say that it's the entire region. Areas like Windsor and Richmond, Pitt Town, McGrath's Hill and Emu Plains and Katoombalura show a higher availability of places according to the latest work of Victoria University. But when we say higher availability, we're still only talking about 0.4% of a place per child. Feedback to me from people across the electorate indicates that the market is not meeting the need. Whether it's community-based, not-for-profit, small privately run centres or the larger corporate childcare groups, there are simply not sufficient places for early learning to take place, particularly in long daycare environments. As a mum, I used a variety of childcare options, from family daycare to preschool to long daycare and after-school babysitters, as well as relying on friends and family. Getting the combination right was essential if I was able to run my business and, along with my husband's full-time job, pay the mortgage. What is often overlooked is that, particularly for people living west of the Hawkesbury and Nepean River, there's typically a long commute. So we need the flexibility of early starts and later pickups, even for two parents to manage. But women tell me that when they can't access care, they have to delay returning to careers, close businesses or look for work closer to home, often on lower pay. When I talk to existing providers about their waiting lists, few have the capacity to grow in size. They're bursting at the seams of their small buildings, and if they do have potential to grow, some are unwilling to sacrifice outdoor space, some are in leased buildings, ageing buildings, or simply don't have the capital to do it or the staff. While I know governments don't control where providers open, there are some things that we can do. One of those things is paying early educators properly so that they stay or even join the sector. That's why we've announced a 15% pay rise for early educators, 10% from December this year, about $100 a week, and another 5% a year later at a cost of around $3.6 billion. It will come as a grant to providers while the Fair Work Commission works out their assessment of the award system that's under review. We're coming to the providers and saying we'll pay your biggest cost, which is labour, and therefore we don't expect to see fees grow at anything above a normal growth rate. I have no doubt that there will be things to work through. And in between playing with confident and engaging 4- and 5-year-olds at Green Hills Childcare Centre in South Windsor last week, it was great to discuss this initiative with the very hard-working Director Emma. Government can also assist communities where, because of population or disadvantage, centres are not as viable. Connect's Possums Patch, Mount Victoria, is receiving more than $300,000 from the Albanese Government to help them stay open under a program supporting 430 early childhood education and care services across the country. And I'm pleased to see that several childcare providers in my electorate are receiving support under our energy grant programs to reduce their costs by being more energy efficient, and I look forward to speaking about them in more detail shortly. As a government, we can also help grow the workforce by making training accessible, and that's what Fee-Free TAFE is about. Until March this year, there had been about 32,000 enrolments in the early childhood education and care sector under Fee-Free TAFE, and I know when I visited Connect's Possum Early Childhood Centre in Hazelbrook, I talked with educators who are benefiting from that scheme. To help parents reduce the cost of care, we've brought in our cheaper childcare policy, and on average it's resulted in an 11% reduction for around 6,000 families in Macquarie. And because all my daughter's friends are having babies, I'm hearing much relief at the extension of paid parental leave, up to 6 months by 2026, and by this time next year, the addition of superannuation payments will ensure women are more financially secure. But is the job done? Well, of course not. As the Victoria University report says, and as the experience of women in the Blue Mountains and Hawkesbury attests, an inability to access quality childcare has enormous impacts on families. I agree with them that it does not have to be like this. Universal access to childcare does not have to be an unattainable dream, and the Albanese government will continue to work towards it.